Hello there and welcome to Teacher's Perspective. In this video we're going to talk a little bit about control and why teachers need to keep control of their class and what control actually means in the context of a classroom. So first of all, the reason why teachers need control is because if they don't have some form of authority and control or some set of rules and expectations within the classroom, it can turn wild quite quickly. Now, almost every teacher will have some experience, maybe from earlier in their career or maybe even still during their career, where they have lost control over the class. And it's not the nicest situation to be in. And maybe you can remember as well times when you were at school yourself, what that was like being in a classroom where the teacher wasn't able to maintain control in a way that was effective and sufficient enough to ensure there was proper education actually happening. Now, what we really mean by control is just ensuring that certain children or the class as a whole is just kept at a level where they're participating in the lesson. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean silence, but they're participating in the lesson, they're engaged with the content, and they're not causing trouble. That means, or let's say causing trouble, they're not causing problems for the other children in the class. To the point where they can't listen, they can't answer questions, they can't become engaged. So sometimes there are situations where the teacher might actually give some of that control to another one of the students. In some cases, you might have a child come to the front and demonstrate how to do a particular activity, or you might allow a child to spend a little bit more time or a prolonged amount of time speaking before the class. You can do this with groups as well, and it's particularly effective that you have certain groups dictate what's happening within the classroom. And aside from the fact that it just keeps a bit of interest, it keeps everyone actively engaged in what's happening, because sometimes having someone other than the teacher speaking or giving instruction can be quite interesting for the people that are within that classroom. But also it gives the children an opportunity to properly experience independence and leadership towards making things happen. I do apologise, my cat is trying to eat my hand here. His name's Mike and he's causing me a few problems. You can chill out? No, he's still going to bite. Okay. Anyway, so as I say, it's very important sometimes to give that power over to the children and allow them to take independence and take their own direction with the learning that's happening within the classroom. Now, sometimes things can go a little bit wrong, and it's really important that the teacher knows when things are starting to go a bit astray. Perhaps children are focusing too much on other members of the class, they're not focused on the teacher as much as they should be. And a teacher needs to be able to recognise that and quickly bring that situation back together as a classroom, back together as a class, and ensure that the learning is continuing in a really effective way. Now, there's obviously lots of different ways that teachers will be able to do this. I'm not going to go into all of those within this video, but really it's about setting clear expectations for the children so they know what is expected of them, what the rules are. Maybe there's a silent signal where the teacher counts down 3, 2, 1, and that means that everyone needs to be listening and be ready. Or perhaps they just have something where they are able to bring their voice up or even bring their voice down just to get the attention of the children. And it's really about knowing your class, knowing what works for them, what works for specific individuals within the classroom as well. So I really hope you found some interest and some information within this video that was helpful to you. If you do want to find out more, please look on our TikTok, look on our Instagram. Of course, we have videos here on YouTube. We also have, and I'm very, very pleased to announce this, our first book, which is Teacher Perspective, Teacher Truths for Parents and Pupils, which is available on Amazon and on the Apple Bookstore. So please have a look in the link below and pick up your copy of that. Until next time, bye.